I mean, they got some excellent clothes, excellent shoes, shirts. I'm watching all these beautiful designers create all these clothes, but all they're concerned about is why don't we support them? Because you're marketing to the wrong people. You're marketing to the wrong people. Here's the thing. Like I said, I'm 48. I look back at companies like, and I just use something that we can all kind of relate to, is FUBU. FUBU was one of those, people think FUBU was the first black, clothing line that came out, but really it was Cross Colors. It was Cross Colors first. And then, I know probably somebody before then too, but in my generation it was Cross Colors. But FUBU came out. And I remember when it first came out, everybody was like, FUBU, like, they were coming out when you had Guess, you had used jeans, you had Nautica clothes, you had Tommy Hilfiger clothes. They were coming out at that time, so that's all we knew was the major stream. But we heard of this clothing line called FUBU. And I remember brothers was like, man, nobody want to wear that shit. FUBU, what is FUBU, right? And when we finally found out the name and what it really meant, it was for us, by us. But here's the thing, Damon and them did an excellent job with marketing the product. FUBU just started out with t-shirts and that's it. But it was who they gave the t-shirts to. They knew in the hood that every club had a security. They knew every club had to have a bodyguard or a personal security or some type of security team. And what they go do, they went and took their t-shirts and gave all t-shirts to all the securities, I think it said to all of the cats in the industry as far as clubs is concerned. So when you walked up to the club, you kept seeing these FUBU shirts in New York. They might didn't know what it was. And then I think LL Cool J wore it. But the point I'm making is that we supported them all the time. So they got support from us, so don't think that this is some shit that just, we got a problem with doing. No, it's not. Sometimes it's your product and how you present it and how you getting it off. But these cats here though, but you know what's different about a lot of these cats? Is when I look back at them and I study them, and some of you entrepreneurs today that got black businesses, the difference is a lot of y'all motherfuckers are lazy. Damon was in the street. They was out there getting it. They didn't have no excuse. I ain't got no car. I ain't got this. Nobody want to come help me hand out t-shirts. Listen, these cats was out there getting it. And a lot of you black entrepreneurs, as I'm including myself, I get lazy at times. But a lot of times you're using it as an excuse, man. You're using it as an excuse and wonder why your product ain't really moving. Because you ain't really out there getting it. And you as the owner, you as the developer, you got to be face first. You got to be out here pushing whatever it is that you got to push so that we can see it. You got to be able to stand behind your product. You just can't just do one pop-up shop thinking that's going to be cool. Or you're going to do a pop-up shop when there's an event going on. No, you do a pop-up shop and make everybody come to your pop-up shop, even if it ain't no event going on. So whatever it is, a lot of times we're just lazy. You really don't want to, you just want the fame of saying that I own my own business or I got my own clothing line. You just want the fame. You ain't really in this thing really to win. You in it because you just want a name. You want everybody to give you 1,000 likes on your Facebook page or your Instagram page. You really ain't out here getting it. And those are the people that I really get on because y'all making the game look fucking bad. A lot of you out here got businesses and really ain't really making no real money off of it. You have no goals set on your business. I was telling a young guy the other day, he asked me what some of my goals is starting my business. I told him, listen, I'm gonna keep pushing my business until I can get 3 years of my income in advance. Then I think I'm doing something. I'm just nipping my goal to have my income for 3 months already laid up already. So now I can get up every morning and I can start letting my freedom or my creativity start growing. I don't have to worry about getting a bill paid for 3 years. Now I can just focus on coming up with new stuff, staying innovative, staying on the cutting edge. So a lot of you who out there starting these businesses, especially my people and you young entrepreneurs, you do have a gift. You do. You have a gift, but you can't expect your own people to support you like that. Don't depend on that. If you started this business or started your business hoping that your people was going to support you to get you to a level of comfort where you want to be, no, it's not going to happen. And I shared the experience with you, a barber, young barber, and I was sharing with him. I said, if you live in Arizona and all you know how to do is cut black people hair, you're going to starve. If you're in Arizona and that's all you know how to do is cut black people hair, you're going to starve. You better learn how to cut this Mexicans hair, Hispanics, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, you better learn how to cut everybody hair. Because if you just stuck just on one particular culture, especially out here, black barbers cannot survive just on black barbers alone, black customers alone. Now, some of them have got ground root where they can do that because they've been here for so long, and so they have already built that clientele. But I'm saying as far as the business is concerned, today in Arizona, you can't depend on that. You have to learn how to cut everybody's hair and make it look slick. So my thing is that when you get into business, you got to make sure that you got a business that's going to reach everybody. I don't care what color it is. Now, again, your motive could be to make sure that you do provide this product or whatever that you offer to your people, our people, but don't depend on it. Don't get caught up in your feelings because nobody came to your event or nobody bought nothing from you. You opened up a store and nobody came and seen you or nobody came and did. Don't get bent out of shit about that. If you get upset about that and you get in your feelings because your friends and your family who say they love you did come out to support you, you started the business for the wrong reason. Period. You started it for the wrong reason. Because if that's what you care about, then you're missing the whole thing. You don't start a business just so that your family and friends can say, "Oh, you got a business," so you can make you feel good. You're missing it, and you're gonna starve, and then you're gonna get discouraged, and then you're gonna quit. Now you're a quitter, and I hate quitters. I can't stand them who get all hyped up in the beginning, and then shit don't go the way they expect it to go. Shit gets hard, and then they quit. And then they got every excuse why that shit didn't work out. I don't like quitters. I don't like them. I'm from a city where if you're a quitter, you get rejected off the team. You can't hang around us if you're a quitter. Especially when it get deep out here in these streets. You can't quit on us. As they say, we're in the trenches and you going home and you quitting and going home. As we would say as kids, taking your ball and going home. Because you lost. You know what I'm saying? And you're a quitter now. So don't let that be your reason for starting a business, is so that your own people can support you. We already know it's history. What y'all saying ain't nothing new. We ain't never supported each other. That's not true though. As I said before, we think we never support each other. No, we have. The product is good, we support it. You go and tell Jay-Z and Puffy and them that we don't support their products. And they probably would tell you, the majority of us, they didn't. When they first came out, there was a club drinks. And everything they were doing was in the club. But now you turn around, you drink Ciroc like you gotta have Ciroc now. But it didn't always start out that way. It didn't always start out that way.